Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of The Plight of Princes. Where last we left off, these myriad of misfits were. I'm going to end up calling you something like the Misfits eventually. This myriad of misfits were traveling around the material plane after, at the beginning of the campaign, the Githyanki specifically, led by Vlakith, attacked the city of Neverwinter and several other locations across the plains, later revealed. On the material plane, she has left these spires, referred to as the Spires of Lakith. These are particularly magically powerful items which seem to siphon off specific schools of magic, transmutation, divination, so on. Currently, the party is trying to retrieve the Divination Spire. Having arrived in a small town, or on the outskirts of it, they discovered that multitudes of different cultist individuals from different fiendish, demonic origins had fought over it, and it seemed that servants of Grass had been victorious. Bringing it to a nearby village, they had entered into a cult lair. The party sought out this village, saw that there were gnolls of Yunuth that had been forced into servitude, more or less, and at this particular point, a bounty hunter, a Gith bounty hunter of a particular unspecified variety, had arrived himself, being encountered by the party blood hunter Posey. The bounty hunter essentially took a step back, stepped away from the scene, realizing that a group of adventurers were about to run through this area, and what's the point of interfering? At this point, they began clearing the dungeon, evading traps, poisonous rooms, and being watched very closely by the Whispers of Grass. Upon arriving at a long corridor that showed them their constant visions of desire, fate, their futures, what could have been, their past, what might have been, and what their current potential is, so many overwhelming at once that some of them were able to push past it and find a boon in their future, and others struggled and found a form of madness locked deep somewhere else that surged forward, temporarily or otherwise struggling some of the party members. At this point, the party blood hunter, serving as the trap disabler at the very least, or detector, got the party through to a next location, to a one long line corridor, which opened up into a massive marble room with high ceilings and this opulent area with these servers that were going around, working entirely in white, with white masks, with no indication of what or who was ever behind it, cleaning up and tidying to things, serving people in these circular curtains on beds or other such places of desire, passion, and anything else that could be tempted to a person. Like lipstick that doesn't come off whenever you take a drink.
We
So the
listed many
party,
examples.
so the party, several of them began being charmed by the sheer presence of Grast, the alluring voice, the reassurances, the comforts. Posey, the party trapper, got trapped in this way. However, the entity who is a ally and simulacrum of a former player character, Varys Valorin, had shifted into a planetar, breaking through, listening to the lies that were like a background static whispered into the head of slow and steady infection of belief and possibility. At this point, he began engaging Grast, who had, seemingly through the form of a body of a incredibly magically powerful humanoid referred to as an Archon, manifested himself onto the material plane. A terrible fate for many. The Planetar began engaging Grast, and in this time struggled to overwhelm him, struggled to land many blows on him, as Grast eventually was able to disable this effect. The battle continued and ensued. Party members worked to ensure others were no longer corrupted or charmed. People worked against their panics and their paranoias and the deceptions in their own minds, lured to them by the effects of this area. All the while, the Spire of Lakith was resting on his finger, being spun around like a dreidel that was just on a massively winding, bending point in the air. However, it was snatched away from him by the Misty Stepping Poe. Wasn't Misty Stepped at the time. I believe that was going to be your next move, but you popped out.
I didn't need to, because he decked me into outer space.
Popped out
Technically out of outer space.
Out of outer space. Popped into a moment in time. Was it a moment from the past? Was it a moment from the future? Was it a moment just happening? Was it a moment that was never going to happen and has always happened?
Unfair.
Speaking was the moon, this entity who referred to themselves as the moon, who had always been assisting Blakith or always assisting Poe. Speaking to Blakith making a promise for him and his little friend. At this point, and it's fair to say as well, Poe, in that vision, she was just talking up to the moon itself, but she was floating in space as she was doing. I didn't explain the scene very thoroughly at the time. I apologize.
We were busy.
we were all very occupied.
So, at this point, the entity Grast reached through into this pocket dimension, a feat which has not been done by anyone else, and ripped her out of this vision, swallowing the spire to prevent anyone else from taking something that was his. He decided it now. And then Divine Intervention was a card that was played by some trickery or misfoiling, and to say Barona said, spit it out, spit it out, spit it out. Right, you won't. Yoink. She just proceeded to rip it. A manifestation of her briefly ripped it out of him, hurting him a lot and leaving a gaping wound that is leaking white and black and red ichor onto the floor. Very notably, not blood. That is a very specific smell. From there, the party watched on as Grast looked down to the wounds, the engage was being made at him, and just began laughing. He did not care. For he existed on multiple planes and dimensions simultaneously. He had no fear. It does not matter what you do to him here. It was at this point where he began to pause, looking about the room in confusion, bleeding and struggling a bit, until a moment of realization hit him, and he muttered the words, "Bitch." At this point, Poe had heard in her mind from the moon as she was trying to speak and communicate to them. You can't let her kill him. Kill him. And received bolts touched by the moon. How much of this exertion is costing the moon right now is up for debate. At this point, party members were making their way in. The Spire of Eclipse was tucked into a bag of holding. And this, at the top of the next initiative, after the party druid had rushed into the room, or was rushing into the room with a bard on his back, providing a calm emotion aura, and another fake pseudo version of himself was already in the room. This is where we step back in. And we step back in with Kika.
Fuck! Okay, well, I'm not in the room presently, which actually makes this a lot easier because I enter the room. Yeah. Which makes this a lot easier for me, so I enter in and can get to about there and can see...
This is where you see everything.
The shit that is happening.
Yes.
And
our previously emphasized child filters.
Yes. So I am going to cast... I'm gonna summon my my combat version of my companion.
It pops down from your shoulder and begins, and describe how from that form that was with you right now.
Yeah, basically, instead of being the little teeny tiny dragon sat on my head that's literally like about this big, it literally just sort of plops down and just enlarges.
I'll have you roll initiative in a minute.
If you wanted it to go on my turn.
Actually, you can do it now, and I'll just move you into place.
There's the spell. It is at 5th level, which means that the stats are at 5th level.
God, King wasn't even in initiative order.
And then
You've got a wizard on tap who's
Oh,
basically
hi.
done nothing.
Welcome to Initiative 5, King. It's fun down here.
You go down to the woods today. Blue, I'm gonna say that the spirit or the face spirit goes on your turn. I think. Does it have its own initiative by?
It does. Yeah, it has a +3.
It shares your initiative count.
It says in there, yeah, it says.
Oh.
It takes your turn.
I mean, I think
immediately
it rolled the same number as me anyway, because I think it's got faster dex than Wittick, so it would have gone after me in initiative anyway.
Okay, I'll take it off the board in regards to initiative. It doesn't need it. It shares yours, but. So that's its turn.
Wait,
I believe that you could.
That's my turn. That was my action. Technically, I've moved. I don't have any bonus actions to do, so quick turn.
Cool. Top of the initiative. He's back. All his legendaries again. No, those aren't your dice.
Let me cut this motherfucker.
You want to cut? You want to cut grass? You want to cut a grass? Sure. Okay.
No, Carl, put it down.
What do you have? One
A
knife.
knife.
No.
Oh, boy.
Why does everybody have a knife within hand's reach of them?
Here's
Because
my
my brother
dad.
gave this to me.
What do
You're
you
a
have?
knife.
At least mine has a...
Everybody's got a
Yeah.
knife.
Does that count?
I have a
Oh,
pin.
it took me a moment to work out what
Tiny
it was.
little
I
pin.
have some nail clippers.
No clippers.
Technically,
It's
two
probably still
little
do some
knives.
damage with that.
Anyway, knives aside, we're all well armed. Don't invade our homes. At that
With
point,
pins.
armed with pins. At this point, Whittick, you're just there like, I want to hit something. I want to hit a grass. At this point, Grass just looks down to himself, looks at this situation, and is using his legendary action. Is also going at 20 as he always does.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's just going to use his action because it's on his turn, and his Archon check worked. Looks around at all of this. Looks around at all of you. Has this moment of insult. Like, honestly looks insulted in this moment. Do you little humanoids, you little wretches think you can kill me? I am a god! And slams down his hands, like stretching up and ripping. And some of you, Whittick specifically, Varys specifically, recognize this is a very similar emotion. Legacy has done this many a time. To summon her brothers.
Oh,
Oh, is this a spell?
No. This is a Archon effect.
Wizards! Silence wizards!
God.
Only one of us
This
is a
is-
wizard. How's a
This is an
shit?
action.
This is also...
He's
Varys
a
is
wizard. Silence wizard.
Yeah.
Also,
Varys,
it's a
I
fair
keep
thing to
forgetting.
say. He is. I'm going to emphasize this. If he's using an action, if I do not say he is casting a spell, he's using an action to make it, or he's
It's a
using
magical
a
effect.
meta magic
Spell.
to hide it. Because this used to be a sorcerer, so he is spending its sorcery points. So he is hiding his spell so that there is no indication. It's just the big motion is like, oh, you don't see the weave being moved by it as a wizard would to counter.
That's fun.
And at this point, I would like
I'm gonna be laughing at that for the next
Whittick.
20 minutes.
roll 2d8.
I want these to
Adding
be
that to
shite.
my Plight of Princess meme comp.
Fuck!
Is this a spell?
Is this a spell? No. So,
We should say that to everything now.
I was
Hey,
hoping for them
is
to
this
be
a spell?
shit, but I think that's going to be 10 of them.
It's like the
same.
Fantasy High meme. I use shield and just hold up any spell card. I use shield.
It's the exact same as the rogue trope of like make a strength save. Can I make it dex?
Can this be acrobatics?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Can I use
Can I do a
acrobatics?
flip and make it acrobatics?
I say this as someone who's about to multi-class into rogue if I live through this.
so. Actually, fair point. This is the first time I'm ever going to say this. You want Fleckit to roll well. Okay. So, 10 portals open. Boom. And from a total of 4 of them, different variants of grass appear. Younger, some of which are decked out in divine regal attire, some of which are seemingly like touched by fae, or others that are just demonic in their essence. 6 others open, and you just hear the sounds of screaming. Very importantly, one of them, you just see hands trying to reach out, and you see a grass trying to come through. And as it does, you just hear a like something revving. And you can just see a spiked blade. You can hear him screaming as the spiked blade produces through his chest as a chainsaw runs up and down him before the portions get ripped out by a heavy plated pair of hands and dragged back in.
Someone playing
Okay.
Doom?
Is that his Doomslayer?
Evil
here?
Dead much?
Is Doomslayer canon in favorite?
I told you guys long ago I have a Doom Slayer. And I mean, if you're gonna
Which
kill him
guy
on
said
several...
that?
If you're gonna kill him on at least one plane, you send a Doom guy. So, of these...
Better be an Isabel
What
as well.
shard is this?
True.
So for the sake of variance, I'm using these icons around here to indicate different forms of Grast. Their powers and their scale of it are different. The one that you are facing in the middle is a true Grast, shall we say. Those are all different types of Grasts. So, take that as
So
you
it's
will.
like one like moss grass, and
Oh,
then
fuck.
like another is like
I
a
was gonna-
clover
God
grass.
damn it!
What,
Hey, which one's fresh cut?
Fresh
Which one's
cut
crabgrass?
The one that just got pulled back through the portal is freshly cut grass.
what about heavy crabgrass?
No, that one is far too like important about consent to be a Grast.
Didn't consent to be here.
Gotcha.
Oh my
It's-
god.
Is there one? Is there
How is
one with the
Critical Role
banjo?
produced so many memes about grass?
No,
Is,
we
is
need to
there
know how
one with
much
the
I hate you.
banjo, hun?
They
Um,
smoke
do I now?
weed.
I hate
Bluegrass.
you for thinking of different
Aye.
types of grass before I could.
I
I was
know.
just like different types of grass.
Yeah,
different
yeah,
types
you
of
know,
grass.
like clover grass, you know,
Okay.
moss grass.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
That is
Let's fuck
his
grass.
motion, and then he just waves his hand up, casting a spell.
Oh, fine.
Is this a spell?
Is this a spell?
Casting a spell?
Oh, that's.
Nom,
What is this
nom,
gonna be? It's gonna be
nom,
like.
nom.
Oh, do you want? Oh,
I
I'm
got it.
gonna go first. I should take it, shouldn't I?
You're the only one in range, motherfucker.
I'll
Are you gonna
count
count
the
it before I
spell
declare what it does?
it.
Okay.
I'll count the spell it.
He's trying to
What
decide
level
what
are you
level.
casting it at?
At 5th level.
Okay, you countered the greater invisibility.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one to
The
count as well.
Grass would be terrible. I will say Grass did this on his turn, because Grass goes on a 20. For the sake of this, now that we're in a proper form of combat, I will add Grass to the table. Because until this point, he's just been playing with you.
And we probably can't see it anyway, so
You
No.
can't make it. The players can see it.
you can.
No, I just haven't put him on the board yet. I've just said that he goes on a 20.
Oh, okay. Okay. There we go.
So, he still has his legendary actions, but that was his action and bonus action. And the coup's going well. That was Grass' turn. Riddick! Speaking of Doom Guy noises,
I'll take main. DPS take ads.
Alrighty. Come on, baby.
Off tank, collect ads.
Left side.
many ads now.
Handle it.
Ding! Carries it
Congratulations,
away with
Fox, you
his
just got
sword.
promoted to off tank.
No, not me, Renar. I'm DPSing.
She's the healer.
No, she's not.
That second attack just hits. Just hits.
Alright, well, let's see here. Is that already including my branding smite? Yep. Okay, good. So that's a nice 12 from the branding smite.
It's mine.
So,
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that was actually really good. Yeah. A
yeah.
solid 6.
So now, oh no, he has no save to do this. He can't go invisible now.
Because of Branding Smite, correct?
Yep.
So how long does Branding Smite last?
For 1 minute.
Yes.
You're still concentrating on it to keep it so that he can't go
Yep.
invisible, correct? Okay. So you are concentrating
Oh,
on
and also
Brandon's
he's shedding a 5-foot radius of light.
Hey, awesome. So you are giving a 5-foot light around him so that if the room turned to darkness, there'd still be a point of light, which is terrifying for it to be on the Demon Lord, but there we go. And that is
Ooh,
the
I
start
think
of
I can
it.
also normally smite. Ooh.
Also, yeah, that's also another 3d6 that I need to add in for it being a fiend slaying weapon.
Okay, so do you want to declare what you're going to do for your Divine Smite and roll? Oh, no, sorry, they're D8s and D6s, excuse me. Never mind.
Yeah, and then I was also going to do a divine smite of 2nd level.
Okay, sink that in.
So, let me do my divine smite at doing it at 2nd level. So that's another
14?
yeah, because I forgot I need to turn off branding smite now.
That's all good. That's 24. That is
and
34
then-
damage already from one hit.
And then another 3d6.
And another
Not
3,
great.
6, another 6. Just a casual 40 odd damage with one hit. So, Wittick, everything about you, you're just desiring nothing more than to get in and get at him. And as you do, and you swing in with the sword, trying to go for it as hard as you can, he powers you away with the first one, but then he just begins vomiting out another bit of white and black ichor, like caught off by something else. And in that moment where his guard can't get up, he's already bringing up his guard as you see an opening to swing in, and you swing and you strike straight in, and you're aiming at that rib cage and chest high up and striking up at it. And as you do again, you sink a blade in, and you actually get it in this time, like half an inch or so, and it cuts through a bit of it. Because there's a gaping hole, it would not have done as much damage as it. It looks like you could have done more, but that 40 was you getting a solid cut across him. But because of gaping hole, there's no space for you to do the rest of it.
Right.
That's me saying that that's why the dice are bad.
Yeah. And then as a bonus action, I will do
Bonus
nothing.
action. You stare at him. Understood.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Okay. At this point, he is going to use his use his legendary action now that there are minis on the board. Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to command this fellow right here on his turn with one legendary action to perform an action on you, which is he is going to attempt to focus out his energy towards you. He calls you out. You glance over to register whether or not he's a threat, and as he does, this small bead of fire strikes towards you.
You keep saying you. You need to use a proper
Sorry,
noun.
Wittick. Did I whisper that, or that went to public?
went
That's
everywhere.
fine. That's fine. Needless to say, you guys now get the idea with that effect anyway, which honestly most of you probably would have known anyway without it. But it was an 11, so passes you. So you are not hit with the fiendish charm.
If we saved from Grad's charm already, does that mean we're also immune to this?
Correct.
Great.
If you had not, this would be a lot worse. Wittick, that's your turn. Done. Runara.
What can I do? Not a lot. I've not got a lot of spell slots. I will
You will.
go. I might as well do that. Why not? I'll use my action to do my what's it called? Radiant Consumption,
Mm-hmm.
where fucking divine energy. Is that an action or is that a bonus? Oh, they changed it. It's a bonus action now, didn't they?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot they changed it.
Ooh.
I use a bonus action to use divine energy with myself, causing searing light to radiate from me out my eye's mouth and threaten to burn me. So it's all interesting. So I shared 10-foot bright light, 10-foot dim light. Each creature within 10 foot of me. At the end of each of my turns, each creature within 10 foot of me takes radiant damage. And on blah blah blah, and then I can do extra damage basically.
Okay.
I add my proficiency bonus to one spell per turn basically. That damage.
That's your bonus action. What's your action?
I'm gonna Go and fuck some bitches.
You're in the right place for it.
Can I get with 2 in range? Wait, how far away are they from each other? Probably not, right?
They're about 20 feet from each other.
If I was like here.
What's your radius?
Wait, let me actually just put the radius on the token.
It's 20 foot, you said, sorry, is it?
I think it's 10 foot.
If it's 10 foot, then you're only going to be able to really get one of them. They're actually
It says it's
10-foot radius.
10 foot. An additional 10 foot at the end of each year. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
dim light radius, and anything within
Yeah, it
10
goes
feet
up
of
there.
you. So you've got to. The shadowy one next to you is like, as you're trying to, as you begin walking towards it, like a light beacon. It's like, oh.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll get this one. We'll just pin this one against the wall,
nice.
and I'll use my
That
action.
actually begins hurting it.
Oh my god.
That's that. I'll use my action to cast a spell. It'll probably be Sacred Flame.
On who?
Yeah, on the one right next to me.
Okay, he has disadvantage because he has sunlight sensitivity.
It's cast just
Okay,
Oh, look at that.
so that was a natural 20 and a 6.
It's +4 to that, so it's 7 damage.
Okay. Excuse me.
And then
That's
it
the
would
wrong
take.
one.
Was it my proficiency spell?
I'm looking at you. I was like, why doesn't this have a thing? I thought it was. Yeah. Okay, so that was how much extra damage was that now? That was 7?
So it's so for the spell would be 7 radiant damage total.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of my turn, it takes another 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
So total
7 and
11.
7 and 4. So 11.
Yeah.
So you instead do 22 points of damage as this thing is vulnerable to your radiant attacks. And you are literally the worst thing it could have spawned next to. Because now it's stuck. And at the end of your turn,
That's it.
let's see. Grass is going to. Not going to do that yet. Yeah, this is what he's going to do. Let's see. Yeah. You watch as he just holds out his sword with 2 legendary actions, spending 2 to do this. He holds out the wave of sorrow, and you can just see it just begins glowing and emanating energy as he looks with malicious intent, like he just steps right to here. And he stares down towards Runara, or excuse me, to Poe and to Wittig with it, and even to Varus, like with a malicious intent with it. And next turn is the Shadow Demons. Actually, fair to say. Trying out new mechanics, kids, so I need to keep remembering them. Oh, that fucking would get caught. Okay. I have my head, so it's fine. This poor bastard next to you is going to desperately claw at you to try and get away from you.
Technically with disadvantage because I think I protect some good and evil myself. I think.
My brother in Christ, he couldn't have more disadvantage on you if he tried.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He has so much sensitivity,
yeah, sure.
and he's a fiend. And you're just like, no, I'm the sun's dead.
You're radiating fuck you light.
The phrase "the sun is a deadly laser" was talking about Runara. Sun is a deadly laser. Gonna desperately claw at you twice. 14 and a 13.
Should they both miss?
Okay, he's going to proceed to run away from you.
Do I have?
Nope, he would
I
have
have
had
Warcaster?
to there.
I don't have Warcaster. What's with each of my turns? Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna attack really.
Okay.
Because my radiant consumption, I can only do it on my turn,
Actually,
not on
send-
any turn. So it doesn't work on attacks of opportunity. Well, it does, but if it's on my turn.
Hang on a sec, let me do this right. There. Okay. Varus.
Oh shit, it's wrong character sheet.
I did that a few times as well. I looked at the Grass 1 and Grass 2 and I was like, wait, this one doesn't have vulnerability. I could have sworn it did. And I looked over like, no, this is the other one I'm looking at.
This Varus doesn't have many spells left either.
In fairness, he's been basically soloing Grass.
Yeah.
So...
Oh boy.
Huh.
Whoever said playing 2 characters was a good idea was wrong. Dash, you know
No one said that.
you know
Yeah, no
that
one.
you know the elemental adept thing for
Correct.
the
Archons.
is that
No,
I've
no,
got
not
that.
for the Archons. For the Archimedes
The-
Implicatus.
Does the fake Varus have that, or is it just real Varus? Technically, this Varus was built after that effect was
Yes,
put in
which
place.
would be after you gain the boon, which would be, yes, I would allow that.
Okay. Then I'm going
I'm gonna
to
ignore you two.
What?
I'm gonna cast
We didn't do
spell.
anything.
Giggly fucks.
Do I? Oh, I didn't prepare that spell. Okay, that doesn't make a difference. I've got no spells that can use it. Oh fuck! I'm gonna do a firebolt at the one in the far corner over here, in top left corner.
Left corner by himself, okay?
But I'm gonna
Firebolt.
change the damage to lightning damage.
Lightning damage. Okay, I like that. Go ahead and make the attack roll.
Oh, what? That's not the roll.
No.
Firebolt, is this it?
Yes.
Is that right?
What's behind door
misses.
number 2?
That's
it is the correct
firebolt.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
You cast it out, and he basically pulls up a smaller equivalent of the Wave of Sorrow and deflects it away. You do not hit.
Do I have anything else I can do? I'm still blading in technically, right?
Yes.
Do I get any bonus? No, it's just my attacks. I will run into melee with the one that
Okay.
Renara hit, and then end my turn there.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, syncing back up the secondary legendary action he performed, performing out a sweeping cone as that sword arcs in a massive strike outward.
Saw that one coming.
I saw that telegraphed attack. I also did pretty got
Just probably
that.
saw me measuring out a 30-foot cone from ground. I was waiting for a cone of cold, I'm not gonna lie.
I would
What's
say
the distance?
he's.
What's the distance to the cone?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be able to just basically just hit Poe and Wittig.
Oh, that's cool. I moved.
Yeah, we earned this, I think.
Just sitting there going, you know what's fair?
Like, yeah, you
I
know.
mean, what did I do?
Just the 2 smites in 1 attack.
What?
Okay, so
You
I'm
know,
gonna think that would hit you both with a 32.
No, I've decided it doesn't.
You're wrong.
I'll say no to that with a shield. That only takes me up to 24.
With my
No,
armor
yeah, I'm
class
not
of
using it.
14,
You
I
know the worst part is,
confidently
Wittig? I was waiting for you to actually beat it.
Wait, how much?
I wish.
We're not in
But-
Nolsto territory of armor yet.
32.
Yeah, no.
Oh, 32. I thought he'd done 20 more than my AC. My AC's only a 14.
No, thankfully he didn't roll 1 dice higher, or you both would probably be KO'd. That would have been a nat 20. So you
I
take
can't be
20.
crit.
Well, she'd been fucked.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
dead, but you'd be great.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
You'd,
Yeah.
you'd be about to get a tank marker over your head with no second tank.
Tank bust. This is like when the off tank dies.
Yeah.
So I'm a DPS.
How
Anyway.
much
So-
damage then?
25 points of slashing damage to both of
Okay.
you, and 11
Yeah.
points of acid.
So 33 total. 30,
33
no, that's not right.
36 total.
36 total.
If you have resistance to either, i.e. through a not like I resist non-magical effects, this is magical, absolutely does pierce to those kind of things. So, Wittig, you need to make a concentration check, DC 18.
Who is he?
Boozy.
Oh
let's
yeah, I
see.
should have Sorry, I should have taken this off at the top of the session, but my spider climb's super gone by now.
That's fair.
You said is Constitution saving throw?
Yes, because you're concentrating on.
Okay, so I get my additional.
Yes, you get your bonuses to it.
There it is.
You rolled what I hit you with. Fantastic, bud. You keep your concentration. That's A1. At the end of that, Blue, it is Karek's turn.
So.
Okay.
You still took 36 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's frustrating. Okay. Kayak is gonna move in. He's gonna get up and start flying. To double check the damage type on this. No, okay, never mind then. Kayak is going to. God, I'm less familiar with his spells. What's the range on that? 30 feet? He's not going to be in range, is he? Nope, absolutely not. Cool.
There's one to your right.
Yeah. Kayak's not built for combat, weirdly.
Well, because he can just shift and then he's built for combat.
True.
Again, he's a dragon.
Again,
Would a dragon fit in this room?
Yes.
Fair enough. I mean, you've legitimately not told me the rules for that, so if he wants to do that, what does he have to do? Is it an action?
It's like any. This is basically just he'll have to shift the equivalent of. Sorry, it's a fair point. Shape shifting is usually considered an action for anything that isn't an adult dragon.
Okay.
Because they can do it on a bonus action because they are practiced.
Cool. Okay, yeah, he'll use his action to do that then.
Cool. So he shifts into his draconic form.
That'll be his turn then. Because
Awesome.
every single spell he has is a support spell, which is not great because he's not in range to support anybody.
Just gonna do this. Sit him over there. Yeah. And dragon.
Okay.
Fair point as well. You have his breath weapon and everything else lined up on that character sheet that you have, don't you?
Yeah, it's in the character sheet.
Cool. Yeah, it's a fair point. Can I give you control over? Shoot. Should have prepared that part. Sorry.
Hang. I have the other version of him that I think I can move.
Duplication.
That one. I can move this one.
Ah.
Okay, because has his own dragon sheet. There we go.
Just a moment.
We've never used Kayak as a dragon ever. We're on session 66, and he's never appeared before.
And now here he is, ready
There
to
he is.
attack.
That's his
It'd
turn.
be adorable if he had legendary actions, but he doesn't.
No, he's still a baby.
Still a bit. It'd be a fucking adorable. Like, I get to use my one legendary action. Ha! Okay, that's Karek's go. Hello. It's your go. For the sake of this, I'll say that you can be moved 50 foot as you have an elk with you. And King can be dragged along if King is willing to be dragged along into the room 50 foot.
King is willing to be dragged along.
50 foot.
Into the room.
Right. We've been King along
Specifically
in the
50.
past 60-something episodes, so... Just kidding.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
for the sake of this, presume that there's an elk.
And other out of context D&D sentences.
Who
While
was an
you're
elk
busy-
in the room?
We should address the
Sorry,
elk.
I was doing some character sheet admin before my turn was up, so I'm a little bit out
You're
of
fine,
it.
hon.
But
Eldritch Blast exists. Pew, pew.
indeed it does. But I am trying to think if there is something else I could potentially do. Do forgive me, folks.
You're okay, hon.
can we quickly resolve the number 5 initiative order?
Oh god, shit.
while
I
Frog is
think
thinking.
you're the
I think it's
fastest.
me first, yeah.
And I'm just going to say Serenus is just serving as a Roomba.
Yeah. For the sake of simplicity, should we just say that it's the order presented?
Yes. I've moved them around, and Serenus basically isn't in the combat because we'll say he's a paranoid elk in the corner.
Right. So remind me again about the action economy. Is it spell, cantrip?
Correct.
Because I keep forgetting it.
It is a spell and cantrip. So,
Okay. So, because I always keep forgetting that, so please forgive me.
you're okay, hun.
So as my bonus action, because I believe that I am in range. Although I can get into range, so I'm
Bonus
just going to.
action.
So I'm going to. I'm going to move a couple of steps forward. That puts me in range to use my warlock spell slot, which will be automatically at a level at second level, a healing word on Posey.
Yeah. For moment. Aw. Hell yeah. Roll that 2d4. Plus your charisma modifier. Because I believe it's charisma because you're that's the spellcasting mod you have.
A warlock.
Yep, which will be a +4.
So
2d4.
2d4 plus 4. 10.
No.
That's nice.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Girls, shut up.
And then as my main action, I'm going to shoot this individual.
Yeah,
With,
shoot Grast 4. Shoot Grast 4 in the face.
I'm not run down the stairs, quick. I'm still here. I'll still hear you.
Can I put a hat on
Okay.
grass and make him grass in a hat?
A
Grast
This-
and a hat did not make it, unfortunately.
And a 1. And a 2.
he didn't make it.
I would
He's
be
no longer
afraid
with
for him.
us.
He fucking did.
Such a shame. We won't be remembered.
I would be afraid of grass in a hat because, I mean, his bat is very deadly.
Yeah,
Someone
Hans
else.
said.
Someone else is going around with Grast in a hat's bat.
I don't know what bit we're doing here, guys.
God, I don't either.
Coping.
Your first attack misses, your second attack hits on the closest Grast, correct?
Mhm.
Also, I do apologize that I kind of like it a little bit with the word that I can't really say grasped.
You
Come on,
literally,
Jen.
you literally are apologising for nothing. Carry on.
Anyway, that's your things. You've moved. You bonus actioned. You bang banged. Only one hit. You did 7 damage. Nice. Anything else, love?
I don't think that there's anything else that I can do other than move. But
Okay, got it. Awesome. Perfect. Cool. Oh, you're up.
Aaron just took me the fuck out. Okay.
This is why he couldn't make it.
Why you like Grast? Take the fuck out.
I'm watching people die on the camera one after another. I think
Oh,
Kate
it's
just...
your turn. Go.
I'm going.
Uh,
Okay, DPS needs to take ads, right? I'm
Don't
gonna...
I go before, Posey?
No, because you got lower dex than me, right?
What's your dex, King?
I think we've done this before. Why are you loading? I'm just there.
Yep. It's the
Dexterity
moment you-
16.
Oh, shit, you do have more dex than me.
Oh, well, there you go then.
King.
Fuck my drag.
Alright, I'm in a Rocky's world. I'm side saddling on this elk and I'm going to hop off. And
Yep.
I'll say, mostly to our fiendish friends, I went to a costume party as a harp. Although somebody claimed my costume was too small to be a harp. They were apparently calling me a liar.
Yes!
And I cast light on the nearest one.
Oh
Ah.
my god.
God bless you. Cast Blight.
Oh! Oh, dirty number.
Thank God there's two
I
ones
just
in
looked
there.
over. Holy shit.
God, there's two ones in there because fuck me.
Oh,
1
it's two
8, 1
eights.
8.
It's 2 8s, so.
If those 2 ones were average, that's 50 plus.
Okay, so he succeeds on his con save very, very thoroughly. These guys love rolling that number, but he still takes 22 points of blight damage, which is nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Very nice, my man. Very nice. That is your action. Anything on your bonus?
No, but I'll move up to our dragon friend.
Cool. So he's kind of floating as well, just above. Because I did say before that the ceiling in here is about 60 foot up. So he has space. Now it's Poe's go.
This map is a goddamn mess. Just
You're
like
telling me.
everywhere you look is another question.
I'll actually get rid of the grass that didn't make it, so.
I think Pox
We didn't shoot them.
is like
Sorry?
I think Pox like clutches a wound in her chest and is like, okay, take a hint. And is gonna back up.
Back it on up, back it on up.
Realizing she backs up much further, she's gonna back up into a dragon. And is like, my
Hi.
life is fucking weird. I'm gonna quickly say to the moon in my head, should no one kill this guy, or do we specifically need to kill this guy?
Don't let her kill him.
There's a difference between us killing him and her killing him.
That's all you hear is you just hear him again
Okay.
fatiguely say, don't let her
I
kill
trust him enough not to question that any further. I'm gonna look at, because I've kind of backed towards people and be like, it's important that we get this guy and not the bad lady upstairs. Reload. Let's go. I'll go for this guy.
You can like, there's someone in the tavern?
I thought everyone was dead.
I'm gonna go for
Yes,
this
yeah.
guy. Sharpshooter, because why not?
The one closest to you?
Is this guy the closest one to me?
The one at the top left.
Top left.
Oh, you're aiming for top left. The one closest to you is here, but that's the top left is.
I've got a
another one.
crossbow.
So, question:
I
which
know.
square is this guy on? He's between squares at the moment.
He's living his life. He doesn't need a square.
He won't next turn, hopefully.
Fine, I'll go here, thank God.
Not good.
Miss.
Even worse.
And another miss.
If it helps, a 15 missed as well, so it's gonna be a hiding thing.
Yeah, I'm preparing for my rolls to not be great after the last session. I feel like I'm very much burnt out. I'm also bleeding heavily.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 20 just hit, so.
Hit grass.
The big guy,
comparatively
yeah.
to these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the big guy.
I will say comparable AC, but he has a higher one.
I should word it something. Nope, not you. Oh, Jesus. Where was I? No, that wouldn't have applied. Never mind. Everything's fine.
Cool. It's your turn. Oh,
um,
bonus action? Anything on that?
Yep, I was checking brand investigation, but I'm gonna...
Oh, you have that on Mingrest.
I know I do, I was checking what the category is for damage, but I have to be within 5 feet of the person who damages. No, I'll hold on to my last spell slot.
Cool. Alright.
That's me.
You have an elf.
Sweetheart, I have a potentially random question.
What's up?
And it's in regard to Puck, because I
Yes.
remember.
If you command him to do something on your turn.
Yeah, but I remember commanding him to distract. So I don't know if he is explicitly acting independently.
That's fair. I'm going to
Or
say that's fair. So what he's going to do is he's going to, like a familiar would, get into this guy's face, basically trying to keep his attention. It's very weird seeing a low that basically fly dances around him. Literally spinning around this guy in the air, trying to get his attention. So, fair point, hon. I'm going to say he does that. Which is important.
yeah,
because
I
he gets
just
the champion
wanted
points.
I just wanted to check just in case if I should be explicitly
You're good.
declaring.
Declare on your next turn if you got anything to change, otherwise it's going to keep trying to distract this guy and then move on to the next one after that. So it's going to be the mini grass's turns. So let's see. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to use Joy from Pain, and all the grass take out a knife and stab themselves into the stomach and aim towards the main grass. 1, 2, 3, 4 grass. And he gets temporary health in the ball. As a kind of blackened shield comes around them. That is on their bonus action. Let's see if that recharges next turn. And for their main turn, the one here is going to attempt... We do 3 times a day. Okay, King, Wittick, Varys, I need wisdom saving throws from all of you, please.
Wait, what's happening?
As a spell from each of the champions, or each one of the mini grass is being cast on each one of you.
This is a charm.
On who?
It's been on Varys, Wittick, and King.
Is it a charm?
It is a form of charm.
Is King within range of low with the calm emotions?
Would be, but this isn't a charming effect, I should say, so
Okay.
you still roll
it's
really
25
high.
Anyway. Yeah,
It's a command. It's attempted command. I need a wisdom saving throw from Wittick, and I need a wisdom saving throw from King, please.
If it's the one nearest to me casting at me, I'll probably use Counterspell.
Cool. Counterspell it away, you block it entirely. Cool. Use the 3rd level spell slot on a 1st level spell slot, that's fine. Wittick, you succeed as well. DC was 14. Well done. Grand is a counterspell blocked. And that's their turns. This one is going to move to here to give grassed flanking. And this one is going to move to here to give
Another
grassed
bad sentences.
flanking as well. Kika.
Okay. Kika is going to fly forward. She'll skillfully sort of spin and twirl under her brother's wing as she flies past him. And pulls out her new weird combo staff spear that she was given by Varys.
Does your familiar fly with you?
Let me double check its movement speed. It flies 40 feet. Is its movement speed? It comes with me to it can get up to there.
Awesome.
And the two also go in. So they go together and they're in harmony, sort of flying.
They're like a
around
spiral
each
in
other.
tandem strike kind
And
of vibe.
as the familiar sort of starts to get up into its face, at the last moment, it vanishes in a puff of sort of red glitter to sort of basically distract it, and immediately reappears.
Spear
behind.
comes through the dust.
It immediately reappears behind it as part of its phase step, which it does is the fuming phase step, where it can magically teleport up to 30 feet, which gives it advantage on the next attack roll that it has. Doesn't matter that we have flanking, but it did it anyway. And a pair of them attack in sync as the small dragon slashes out.
Get the ass, Kika. Get the
and
ass.
Kika can also slash twice.
Hell yeah, we love to see it. Get him.
It's just...
This is something that a lot
Kika's
of people.
in melee. Kika's in melee.
Kika is
No.
in melee.
And
It only took me 9 levels, but she's finally specced into the melee that she was meant to be.
And look, the dice rewards you.
Didn't roll with advantage,
I
but
didn't even
unless
roll
you
with
want.
advantage, yeah.
But if you're willing to take those for the 2 of them, and like next time roll with advantage after the
Let me
fact.
sort out the little dragon. So there's the first attack from my dragon.
Correct.
Second attack. My familiar also crits!
I have passed it on to you.
My familiar
crits.
also
I have
crits!
sent them on.
I'm just
13.
losing my mind right now because
11.
Kika and
19.
Lo, their familiars, are just essentially doing look over here, look over here, look over here.
The idea of like
20,
your familiar,
33,
like you slashing it and your familiar
14.
dropping it back into you, like doing a little flip in the air and just kicking it
They're
back
doing
into
little
your sword.
combos together.
Yeah, just like
Yeah. Because
bang this back and forth.
Again, the familiar size, it was this big. When it's
47.
combat size, it's this big. It's a dragon that's just attacking.
It's a human-sized Arcanine.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Fuck you.
picturing.
And Kika's,
Okay.
Kika's second attack as well. So
Okay,
they
here's
both-
what I'm gonna say, Blue.
They both.
From the bottom of my heart, fuck you. Because you had dealt, from all of that, like I counted at 7, you had dealt like 51 damage. You'd gone up by 3. It had 53 health. It's now dead.
9 levels! Let me have this!
So, for everyone watching, you watch, and this is the funnest part about this. This was first blood in this combat, technically. You guys watch as in tandem, as Kika dives in with her Fey familiar at her side, and as she's spinning with it, it just begins growing and growing and growing into that large, almost like full wolf dog kind of size. It puffs into its red mist, appears behind it, and as it does and begins striking, it strikes the grass to pull his attention, and as it does, Kika's spear goes through his neck, twists and jabs straight down, and just boom, 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 boom. And what you're used, anyone who has ever fought a demon of any variety, even an imp, it puffs, pops, and returns back, or it eventually like molds and rots away into meat and then burns away and goes back to the material plane, or back to the abyss. This slumps on the ground and dies. First blood.
Pox just goes, woo!
Kika kind of shocked at her own stuff, like pulls the spear back out and sort of twirls it around ready, and the dragon just kind of casually perches on the end of the spear like it does this every day.
Yeah!
The end is just somewhere, like flying off to take on Cloth, like, what's this hanging in my chest?
My dad's so proud of me!
Pox sweatily reloads, having missed twice while a child just murdered a demon.
Free action to basically minor illusion glitter over
A 10.
Kika like a spotlight.
Yeah, you make a good point. This is legitimately the first time anybody's looked at Kika and realised not only is she Kirok's daughter, but she's Tian's daughter.
Meanwhile, there's just Kaok there going, like straight up dragon standing on the ground, like claws clutched, like. At that turn,
I was about to
no
swear at whoever was measuring shit on the map, but it's Nerin, so it's fine.
okay,
Yeah, I was just checking something.
you take out a Grast. It's now Grast's turn. He looks around, has been parrying and everything else, and as you hit that Grast,
Sadie's little paw.
the small amount of damage you did that was overkill, you could just see a cut on the side of Grast's face emerge. The true Grast. And he just scowls across the room at you in full recognition. And is using sorcery points to not give off an indication, is going to use a bonus action to Dimension Door.
Widdick Mage Slayer win.
Right here.
Don't
And
do
he's
that.
going to, and he's going to make 2 attacks with the Wave of Sorrow.
First one's at disadvantage as Runara does like a big shiny bit of light out of her hand to.
Noted, thank you.
Oh, is he immune to blindness?
Immunities are conditions. No.
'Cause I think if you're
Okay.
immune to blinding, but yeah, so disadvantage on the first attack.
Okay, so still a 19.
Thank you for getting that because I range mine.
So Kika,
Mhm.
take 21 points of slashing damage
Ouch.
and 14 points of acid. Are you concentrating on your familiar?
Let me double check the spell description. Is that one attack or both attacks?
That was his first attack.
Okay. That's important. It is a concentration.
It's concentration.
It is concentration, so I do have to roll
Okay.
a concentration check.
You have a
It
DC
is-
17 check.
Okay, let me just check my stats.
As he is registered in the room, the first person who's been able to take one of
Okay,
them
I
out.
do have
and a
Warcaster,
threat.
so I have advantage on the roll.
DC 17.
25.
You keep it. Awesome. He has another attack.
I'm gone.
You already knocked out?
He hits me, and he just goes, "Pff, bye."
Get fucked.
Which effect do you have to pull that one off?
It's not a spell. It's Misty Escape. Fey Warlock. Pff, gone.
Okay, where do you teleport to?
Okay.
Firstly, well done, because yes, he was coming for you with the second hit.
Yeah, really, really. Hello, child. I'm teleporting away from archdemons right now.
So where are you going to?
I'm gonna go to. Let's see. Most of the room. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Come
Do you just like swap places with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I mean,
up.
Give me advantage, please.
Hello, can you give me advantage?
Yeah, I'll poof to right there. Why not?
Cool. You shoot up, and
You're invisible.
do you
And
want
I'm,
to take your?
I'm invisible.
Oh, you're visible as well. Well, thankfully, well, not to him, but to everything else you do. Do you take your familiar with you, or does your familiar stay?
I believe it stays. It's its own thing.
Cool. Second attack is going to go against you, Lo.
That's not low.
That's fine.
That's not
That's
low.
Puck.
Ah,
I have
What?
a.
No.
I have. If it's low,
it's not. It's Puck.
It's Puck.
right?
I just realized something. It's Puck.
You played yourself.
I might have actually really played myself here, which is hilarious because Grass is in a frenzy and is just going to swing.
Could you give me the damage totals again?
Sorry, that was 21 slashing, 14 acid.
21 and
35 total.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys watch as Loyalty, who was dancing around, steps down. Loyalty looks up as Grast comes down with the sword. And there's this like anger with him, like he almost like lifts the sword up and spins with it in the air, bringing it down. And you guys all just hear tick as Puck's holding it. And you can just see Loyalty's eyes just begin as, after one blink, they come back open, they're insect eyes. Multi-sectioned. And the head just begins shifting back. I remember what you did to her. It's time you're going to get your payment. And at that point, where Grass has that moment of sudden realization with Puck's reaction. As bear in mind, this whole there's been effects going around this whole time. Puck is going to try something because he's being a cheeky little bastard. Because mischief is in the air, and that's where he excels.
Good morning, Mr. Goodfellow.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Yeah, he's just gonna do it. I have to check something very quickly. Okay. I never thought I'd get to roll Eldritch Blast with Puck, but here we are.
Hey.
Six. No, unfortunately. Miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. And that's a hit. Cool. You guys watch as Puck does that. Points the finger first down at the sword, smacking it to the side, and then points a finger up in the same way that Lo does for an Eldritch Blast, and hits him from 4 blasts. He hits him with 3. 11, 14 to 25, 30. And smacks him against the wall, each blast pushing him back against the wall. Puck, you cheeky little shit.
Honey, you are being too nice to me.
This is also something else.
They're really
Because-
not.
Because right under Puck's eye in that moment, there's this 3-pronged icon that appears. As
Oh.
Puck used to work for someone else. That this boy did dirty to a long time ago. And that flashes back and comes back to normal low image. And this point shooks down to Puck. He's no longer serving as an additional mirror image because he basically spent everything he's got on one parlor trick. But it was grasped, so he did not mind doing it. And Lo, you just hear in the distance as he just like shrinks back to the little floor. Sorry, I went into business for myself. Gotta get my dues.
I owe you a basket of cookies!
That was Grast's turn done. Whittick.
No!
Oh, what is that? What is
Two.
that?
That's rolling a 2.
Round was so good.
That's a miss.
Someone clip that so that I can use it as a ringtone when Narian messages me on Discord.
No.
Sorry, I spoilt it.
You didn't spoil nothing. Narrow and unfortunately, those are both misses.
Against this guy?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Need one more.
Okay,
AC
we can
19 and 20.
We can update our guesses.
Oof.
Sorry, man.
Big oof.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 legendary actions. He is going to shift to here. He's going to prepare out the motion again with the sword. And I roll a d4. Oh, okay. Renara, it's your turn.
Just as a point of admin, I forgot Varys is hasted.
Ah,
Ah.
shame for you.
No, yeah, no, it's same for me, I know.
I'm glad you didn't get it. Renara.
I'm gonna do some stuff. I've done that. I need to be close enough. That's a bonus action. I'll be in range. Sorry, just bear with me, I'm just... No, that's not gonna happen. I'll do this. 30 foot down to there against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll Sacred Flame the true boy.
You aim at True Grast. Okay, this is going to be a dexterity saving throw from Grast. Yeah, he's fine. Unfortunately,
Yeah, but it does so much damage.
it unfortunately does no damage as he just like raises the sword up and just spins it and flicks away the beam. Like it's coming down, he just it off.
Bonus action, the spiritual weapon, giant flaming sword will just like appear in the air, do like a full 360, and just go straight to his chest.
Doing the dark knight like hold up and
Oh,
spin.
that doesn't do a spell. That doesn't do a spell. Spiritual
Jesus,
weapon. There we go. Level 2. 27 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit Grast.
And technically it'll do just 10 full damage and then add 4 radiant damage on.
Because it counts as you doing the damage?
It's a spell that I'm doing.
Understood.
I'll double
Cool,
check the
we'll
wording,
add
but
that.
I'm pretty sure.
That's fine. That's all good.
But it's 4 radiant damage.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Does not have any additional effects on grass.
I figured.
On the other variants of grass, which are not as powerful, it's fine.
Yeah, it's each time on my turn. Wait, not each time. You can deal once on each of my turns. I can deal extra radiant damage to a target when I deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. And so it's technically me dealing damage to it with a spell.
Okay. Right. Is that your turn?
Do I get within? Yeah. Yeah, that's when I was done.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, I rolled a 1. The 1 turn passes. He now does the sword strike. For the rules, for the sake of transparency with it, I roll a d4 after he does the movement. That's how many
That's how
turns
many
you have to
turns.
move out of the way.
So who's it hitting?
It is going to-
fucking sloppy.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Sloppy!
Yeah, beat to get out of the way. And it does
Fuck
the
out the
whole
way!
thing.
If you can't get out the way, you go and get a shot!
Sloppy.
Is it going to hit Posey?
No, it is a 30-foot radius.
Radius or cone?
Well, it's a cone.
Well,
but
30-foot radius cone, so it,
It-
goes out 30 foot.
I'm
That's
35
it.
feet away from him.
I know, I've been looking. So he's going to perform out the strike.
Is this an attack?
Strictly speaking, yeah.
Because I have a question, because I've got a few things that might stack or they might not stack.
Hit them with me now, come on.
First thing, mirror images. I've got 3 up.
He is hitting a cone. This is a to whom it may concern. But
Right.
it counts as an attack roll for the purposes of negating it like an attack, except when it comes to Sanctuary and Mirror Image. If you're in there, you're getting hit.
Right, because the other thing is Cloak of Displacement.
That would be another thing of it specifically aiming at you.
Right.
So, I take it no one here has an AC above 21.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wait, who's it hitting? Sorry, because
It's hitting Kaerk, Low, and King.
Oh, okay.
Because that's 10 points of slashing, or 19 points of slashing, and 10 points of acid.
No, I need something to write on because Carrick doesn't have a standard sheet. I'll just do it here in my notes.
So that's for Kaerk, Low, and for King. You guys take, if you don't have a resistance to acid or slashing, that is 29 points of damage.
29
So it does.
together.
Just to
Nice.
confirm,
Yep,
because you mentioned
picking
this
up.
sort of an AoE thing, would this also negate my warding flare? It's this, but I can do it when a creature, it's got this on top of it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's attacking a creature, just not me.
I
within
will
30
say that
foot.
if you want to use your reaction to do that, I will make him roll again, and if he rolls below it, then I'm going to say that like you make him blind it and he strikes it off and misses.
For everyone or for one target? So that would I choose a target?
Like, well, to give you an idea, if I roll again and some people have the AC that beats it, you know, that's
yeah.
going
Oh,
to be
okay.
a benefit
But
of it.
it's for everyone, for the whole attack. Not.
Well, he rolled higher, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not rolling individually like it doesn't hit you.
Okay,
you,
it's just
you,
one.
you.
Okay,
It's not like
gotcha,
it's an
yeah.
arrow volley. This is just a sweep out.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, well, it's the
doing
same
that.
way Glorious Gun used to.
It's a
Yeah.
cleave, basically.
Gotta try.
Exactly. Good shout. Good attempt. Good idea. It's just he's very good with that sword. Nice and one. Renara.
That was really
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has advantage because he has someone next to him. So he gets to make an attack roll because he's no longer in bright light. So this grass is going to go for 21 to hit Varus.
Misses. So I'm going to tentatively say because I'm going to cast shield as my reaction.
Okay.
20...
Given you have haste for a +2 to AC and that, I presume you shot
Wait, no,
above
I
it.
don't need to.
You don't need to?
My AC is 22. Blade Singing makes it 20. And then haste would make it 22, right?
Yes, but attack beats the DC. So he hits you for 22.
You said 21 to hit.
22. No, 22.
Oh,
22.
then yeah. I would have done the shield, yeah.
Okay, so shield up, block.
Good.
Fair. Both attacks missed. Varus, it's your go.
Do I have to do a thing? Do I get that free? No, that is a spell slot. I do have to use a spell slot for that. Varus' turn, you say?
Yes. To shreds, you say.
Oh, I have to check shit. Oh, running two characters is not fun. Disengage title, use an object. I am just gonna fucking. Have we seen? This is the party. We haven't seen Gro's counterspell this combat, have we? We have, haven't we?
He has.
Okay, so he has got it. That's the thing he does.
That's the thing he can choose to do, yes.
I should deal with Adge really, shouldn't I?
There's a few of them.
I'll use my action to do a green flame blade on the one behind me, the non-shadowy one.
Cool. Make an attack roll.
I've never cast. I don't think I've ever cast this spell.
Okay. I wouldn't say you'd have disadvantage.
I've got to make a melee spell attack for it, right?
Correct.
Let me click it. You make a melee attack with a weapon.
If there's a creature within 5 feet of it, it bounces to it.
We never really spoke about what weapon fake Varus has got.
I'd say he has a pseudo
Just
Inazuma.
but without the plus.
Without the
Just a
pluses,
straight-
I'd say it's just like magical for the purposes of like breaking through
Okay,
effects. Because Varus would not leave a simulacrum of himself without that as an asset.
And if I just, I'm editing my character as I'm doing this because I'm a fucking dumb bitch. Let's get two-hand it. I'm just gonna type it. It's gonna be easier.
Oh.
Just one.
I will say as well, just to let you know, that won't bounce to the other demon.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, green flame blade's the bouncing one. I'm thinking booming blade. I don't have that. Well, it's gonna be green flame blade anyway.
You were thinking of Booming Blade, which is actually a really good choice in this situation, but no, you're going to keep the Green Flame. That's fine.
I don't have booming blade.
Yeah, no, it's good. Green Flame it up.
Oh no, there's no point me doing that as my action then. No, I might as well just make actual attacks.
Okay.
I'll just make two.
make-
I'll make two actual weapon attacks.
Yes, and you can do it with
Still.
your hasted action too if you so choose.
Let's see how it goes first.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do one. We'll do the hasted action first. So it'll be a melee
Okay.
attack.
One melee attack. Go ahead.
Which is 1d20 plus 11.
Yeah. I
Does
think
a
you
30
hit him.
hit?
Yes.
And it's
Also
2.
30.
No.
And, so it's 1d10 plus. Is it still plus my int mod?
Yes. It's your damage plus in mod, I believe.
Oh right, yeah. That's that attack roll. Maybe should have been a 30. It should have been my dex. I did my.
You still
so
rolled a 19, which is
it'd
his
be
AC.
-3. It'd be -3. Yeah.
You still rolled well.
I'm two-handing the sword because I can. So it's 7 slashing damage.
Cool.
How any of this works. Technically that would be 10 because I add my int mod also with my dex mod. So that would be 10 damage. Sorry.
Cool. So I'll add another to that.
I'm then gonna bonus action Misty Step. No, I'm not. Am I? There's not much else I can do anyway, so I might as well. Yeah, I'll bonus action Misty Step.
Cool. Where you missed stepping to?
What have I done? What have I done?
What have I become?
I'm panicking.
You're panicking, Anakin.
Panicking. 30 foot to there. Oh, thank you. Oh, why is it not doing that? Boom.
Move over to the other one. Yeah, there you go.
30 foot to there.
There you go, bud.
That's my bonus action.
Now you have
I'm
your
then
action.
I'm then gonna.
No, wait.
The melee attack was my hasted action. The Misty Step
Okay.
was my bonus action.
Never
I'm then
mind. Okay.
This is one of your
worries.
trademark wizard spells as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so it doesn't use a spell slot.
Of course, haste
Misty
is
Step.
his trademark spell.
No,
that
Misty
makes
Step,
so
Misty
much
Step.
sense. It's
Misty Step.
insulting.
Misty Tap and Magic Missile. I'm gonna run behind Graz.
You just
Um,
behind grass. Okay.
and I'm gonna use my action to. I might as well make. I can't cast a spell, can I? So it's two spell. It's
No,
two.
it would be
two
two
weapon
melee attacks here.
Um, 1d20 plus. What did we say? So it's plus Dex and proficiency is plus 9, right?
Mhm.
No, plus.
No, that would be +8.
Yeah,
It's
plus
3
9.
less
Dex,
than your. It's 3 less than your other one.
2 less. My Dex is plus 3, my int is plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d20
Sorry.
plus 9.
Okay, so roll a 9.
1d20. I'll just do both attacks. They
Both
both
hit?
hit.
So instead of doing,
so it's
2d10 and then 3d10.
and then so I'll do 3d10 plus whatever it's plus. It'll be plus 16 technically. It's my mods roll 3d10
It's
plus because it's my int and my dex.
yes, correct, you are.
Twice, so it's 8 twice for each one to each attack.
Yes.
So I'm
Cool.
just I'm just
You're doing it. Yeah, this is a nice attack. Get in there. 32, very
32
solid.
slashing damage to.
Very nice. 32
Still
resistance.
shady.
Okay,
I think
cool.
that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it at this point.
Okay. At that damage threshold, he's going to use his last action. Well, this is more of a stage change at this threshold. You hit through on him, and he looks up to this area, and he just says, "I will not be denied the mortal plane any longer." And he extends out his hands, and as he does, he's going to attempt to bust a move.
Did he cast a spell?
You
DDR.
attempt to bust a move.
Time for a dance off!
It's down.
Yeah, we dancing? We
This
dancing.
becomes a dance battle. It's
Actually-
Ublis now.
He's
Did he cast a
using-
spell?
He's essentially attempting to perform an Archon check to do a spell-like effect, which could be disrupted.
I'll do an 8th level counterspell.
Can I attempt?
Oh.
Can I attempt to use an Archon ability of my own in response?
As a reaction,
Turn order.
I will say you have to tell me what you plan to do, because whatever you plan to do as a reaction to this, the DC will be different.
I can't help, I've already done the counterspell thing.
So that's a counterspell being made at 8th level.
Because
What are you talking about doing?
because I can see Varys is trying to counterspell, I want to try to amplify his counterspell to boost it to a 9th level.
Make an Archon check. Bear in mind, this is boosting someone else's spell level, so I'm not looking at this roll as you make it. That makes the DC higher.
It's 19.
Okay. So that is not you performing a 9th level. That is making someone else get 1 up. Never explained this rule with you, but if you want to try and amplify someone's spell like this in the future, you roll a d10 and you add 4 to it, to the DC. So the DC is usually 10, so the DC now is 14. To pull something off like that, base, for just 1. Amplifying it beyond that is 15, 16 onward.
Yeah, God, you're gonna tell me these rules beforehand.
I'll tell you-
I'm not gonna know.
It's fine, but does it pass? Yes.
Yeah.
Is what we need to do right now.
Write these rules down later when the session is done, so I can have
Yes,
them written down.
because you've never had an
We've never done
attempt
it
to
before.
do it, so I've never explained it to you. These are things you figure out for yourself, and then after. I'll tell you later. Barris, with a 9, still need you to roll.
Okay, that's fine. It's just a straight intelligence roll, not proficiency, right?
Correct.
Can't even luck it because that was. Yes.
I will say, the DC is...
It's dumb. It's
God.
dumb, bitch. It's not. The DC doesn't matter. Don't talk to me about DCs.
Fucking hell.
Okay. So,
Wait. Oh no. Hold on. Luck's not a reaction. What? I'm a dumb bitch.
you can do that again.
Yeah, you can look. Oh,
Ah.
come on, Kay!
Sorry, Kay.
Fine.
Hey,
This shit
why gotta be
happens,
dumb?
it's fine. This isn't the real Varys. Real Varys is smarter.
Reverse is
Uh-huh.
better than this
Uh huh.
in some ways. He bleeds. That's a good way. As you attempt to stop him, the sheer force of this effect, even with Kika trying to give you a boost, the sheer force of this, the roof shatters upward. And he literally blows the roof off. And it crumples, and most of it turns to dust, and a cloud of dust like swamps down and blows up. Debris falls everywhere. As that's happening, I need everyone to make dex checks. As
To
debris
say,
and
aren't we
dust are
fucking
falling.
underground a little? Oh
Uh,
god.
Everyone, or
Everyone.
Take it made a deck saving
Did
throw.
you mean save?
Sorry, excuse me. Dex saving throw, yes.
I mean, save Jesus. It's just a spell.
Well,
A rock's falling on your face. No.
Rocks fall, no one died.
3, 2,
Do I get? Okay, Varys gets advantage because of haste.
Am I being poisoned by these rocks?
Is it
Die.
a charm effect?
is it sleep-induced harm?
I hate all of you.
Adding another dice just because it's shit.
It's not even for this character. It's for a different character that I play. What am I immune to? I don't think shit. But I
Oh,
can't even
goodbye.
join in on the meme.
So anyone who
Where am
rolled,
I, glory?
anyone who rolled below a 15, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Everyone who rolled above, 6.
Okay,
Oh
let's
shit, I
run
still
it
take
back.
damage. God damn it. Why aren't
So
I a rogue
12.
now?
Put me down to 62, and is she concentrating? She
14.
is, isn't she?
Varys, you're concentrating on haste.
Yeah, they both
You need a
are.
con
They both-
check. Same for you, Weddick.
She
Kika.
loses her protection from good and evil.
Rara, gone.
She drops con on protection, which is fine.
Yep.
And then fake Varys takes 6 damage, which puts him down to
That's fine. He
this.
can go invisible again.
And he makes his con save with advantage.
And he said 14 damage.
He's
It was
If
12.
you fail the save, it is 12 damage.
Oh, 12. Okay.
yeah,
What was,
6
the
for the save.
what was the save?
6.
The save was 15.
Oh, sorry.
If you succeeded the
All of
dexterity
mine
saving
failed.
throw, okay. If all your failed, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
What's the concentration check DC?
That would just be a flat 10. If
It'll be 10
Kika's
if
fine.
half of it is not above 10. Okay, that's
So the haste is good, protection from good and evil, not good.
fine. Actually, no, most of these guys are immune to just non-magical things, so rocks fall on their head is fine. Actually, this is funny. Okay, he succeeds, he takes no damage. Varys and Runar, as everything gets blown up and like thrown down, you can see from the dust, briefly in the dust, right here, right there, you see the silhouette. Varys, you recognize the silhouette of the figure from earlier. The dust covering him is now revealing his presence, and he begins shaking it off, hiding in there. But you are aware,
Like a
there's a
lizard.
motherfucker in here.
Lizard burying in the sand still.
You get that shit off me. He's like, fuck, I'm covered. Shit, shit, shit. So at this point, around you all, on the above layer,
Das. I would like to live to my next turn, please. Can we make that happen?
how about you don't fight grass?
Can we, no, but can we,
Do you want me to stop?
I mean, yeah.
Nah.
I don't. Do I get a vote?
We're not asking you, you masochist.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not asking him.
I knew the moment the words left my mouth on our stream yesterday, I would like to do a pox lore dump. I knew the moment that the words left my mouth, I'm like, she's gonna die.
Okay, fair question, guys. Can you see the greenery or no?
Greenery?
Greenery?
I don't see green. I can see halls and tunnels.
Okay, so what that means is, for some
On
reason
the
this
wrong
is on...
layer.
No, it is meant to be map layer.
There we go.
Wow.
Now I see.
No, I
greenery.
can.
Map layer. Map layer. Map layer.
I see trees of green.
They're all around you. And that's how I do a scene shift.
It works.
Oh, we're in phase 2 or phase 3 now. Shit. Arena chains.
God damn it! What is this? The dancing plague?
Oh god, now we've got the boss music playing at a higher tempo.
No. Kill Pete's blood on bottom first. God damn it!
Well, there are other. There's variants here. You'll get there, Blue. She is right though. Kill him first.
Kill Pete's for the love of God.
Eric's turn.
Kayak is very angry that this guy touched his little sister, so he comes up and fucking wails on him.
Go ahead. You've got a dragon. Use him.
Do you want to shift one space to the left so you get advantage?
With that, a 21 hits. What a coincidence.
The coincidence.
Wow. You can really.
The birds be critting today!
How does grass not have resistance to non-magical attacks? What the fuck?
Because it's a plant.
No.
Because he enjoys it.
Die. What was
No,
that?
you.
What did you even do to me? 11,
What
19,
did you
30,
even
40,
do?
45. Actually, yeah. He got straight in there, and you guys watch as he just like kind of gets there. The jaws just like sink in around the head and clasp him, and as they do, the claws sink into the chest and begin trying to pull him apart. And just like rip until Grass just kicks him off, and it's like kicking a dog in the square of the chest where he just like buckles back hard. But solid hit from KR.
He is growling, a deep, echoey sound coming from his chest.
Little bit of the fumes coming off on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Low, yo go. What do yo do?
Hey, I guess I'm doing support. First off, I'm going to use my movement to get up to... I'm going to get up to here, which I believe is my full movement. And then as my bonus action... Let me just check this. Yes. As my bonus action at 3rd level, I'm going to cast a mass healing word, targeting Posey, Kika, and I don't think anybody else is in range.
Is Runara in range? Well, King's been hit, hasn't she? So
We've all
You
been
can,
here.
you can move a little bit to the side
Well,
if you want to
I've
try to
got-
kill more people.
Yeah,
It's
I've
60
got
foot,
up to 6
so
people.
60
So
foot. 60
everyone,
foot.
everyone's in range. Literally.
yeah, everyone should be in range.
Oh,
So
tight.
yeah,
so
pick
list
your
your
six
6 people you want to pick.
so yeah, that's pretty much well, everyone just call out your HP basically.
Ignore fake Varus.
There, hers as well.
Posey, Kika,
And a
Runara,
bit of boo-boo.
King,
Don't make Winnie feel low. Give it
and
to-
myself actually. That's 5. I have an empty slot.
Give it to the Whittick, give it to the tank.
Wittick, yeah.
Just keep it topped up.
Whitaker. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if anything, I have lay hands. That's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
pretty full.
And Kaok hasn't really taken.
Kayak's got plenty
In-
of hit points.
Okay.
Dragon.
he's
How much-
dragon.
Dragon.
How much do we heal? Sorry.
I
You've
haven't
not rolled
rolled.
yet.
I haven't
Fine.
rolled
Sorry,
yet.
I've been reading the simulacrum for the past 5 minutes. I don't think you can heal the simulacrum
Not really.
I
because
think you
It's the
technically can.
construct.
They're
it's,
constructs.
it doesn't say you can't, but it specifically says to heal a damaged one. Or it says if it's damaged, you have to spend time in a lab.
They deliberately are like, we're not letting you just use
Yeah,
these
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
We pseudo did it before because we recharged him with magic, essentially in
Yeah,
a lab.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we did the thing basically.
You use something which had plenty of a monetary value to it to go.
Yeah.
Suddenly, his limit break went.
Okay.
Ooh, 8
Nice.
for everyone. You
8 for
missed.
everybody.
8 for
Maximum.
everyone.
You're at max
And the-
HP?
No, she rolled.
Oh,
she
max
rolled the
dice.
Maximum dice.
You're like, what the
I
fuck?
am
I was
not
like,
on
hang
max.
on a minute.
I am very much not on max. She rolled the max.
Okay.
And then, as my main action, because my bonus action has been used,
Pew pew.
pew pew. Sorry, folks. I didn't have much of my shit together
Do not
starting this.
Do not apologize for
saving our
healing
lives.
us. God.
Do not apologize for helping everyone, which everyone appreciates. That just hits.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm apologizing for not having my shit together.
You're doing
None
great.
of us have our shit together.
Redundant.
Do you see how long it took me to work out what Varys was doing? You're good.
Imagine anyone having their shit together in this campaign.
War.
Get
I
fucked.
have to pretend I do. Anyway, we're moving on.
I'm just a fighter with extra steps.
Prize and Thane.
It's true, and he should
Prized
say
in
it.
glory.
King.
So, as I'm debating on what to call her. We'll go for Pox. So since Pox has told us that the
Grass gotta go.
yeah, but somebody's not allowed to kill him. You said.
Oh yeah, Vlokith, basically.
Yeah. So some crazy necromancy shit's going down. Do I have any idea what the fuck's going on?
What a valid question.
Yeah.
Hey DM, what the fuck is going on?
What
Would
the
you like to make an
fuck's
Arcana
going
check?
on?
I would say the DC is astronomical, and it will be your action.
Fuck it, I'm curious.
Aw.
I'm an Archon too. It's fucking important.
Yeah.
I'm an Archon too. Nah, sorry, bud. You're like, huh?
I mean, with a plus 13, I respect why you chose this way of life. If I had a plus 13 to Arcana, I'd take that risk too.
It's fair. It's fair. Respect the hustle.
Disgusting.
You guys
isn't
I
it?
did roll a 2, but anyway.
Yeah.
I will say, you are aware that there is a demon on the ground which is not going back. It's not dispersing. It's not dying. It's not going back to the abyssal plane. If something does not return to its plane, it means either its plane no longer exists, or it's been cut off from it, and it can't return anymore.
Hmm.
So I'll say that about the dead one. I'll give you that, because I respect the hustle of fuck it, you're curious. But I'm not giving you more.
That's alright. I probably informed the others of that, and we move on with our day.
Cool. That was your action. Any bonuses?
Nope.
Cool. Poe, yo, go. What do you do?
Bang bang!
Bang bang, yeah, indeed.
Who are you aiming at?
Did I notice that when one of the shards went down, he took damage?
Correct, but essentially it was like a meager amount of damage.
Do I still think it's, as someone who kills shit for a living, do I think it's important to get rid of these to kill him, or does it just
It
at that
feels
point do
like
damage?
it feels like there's extra bodies on the field, and it's just excess pouring over. They're all linked to each other. And
It's
excess
not needed.
might not be needed.
Might not be needed. Okay. The moon telling me to do something is rare, so I'm gonna focus on following his exact instructions because he wouldn't have said it if it wasn't important.
Actually, he blew the roof off this place.
Oh, the moon
hi.
can see you!
Hey, bud. You've already helped a lot, though.
Hey.
I'm gonna. Oh no, unless you are trying to say something.
I'm just trying to think of how do I do this.
I can take the rest of my turn. What you think?
No, it would affect what you do.
Great. Then please think quicker.
Hey. See, this is a moral quandary as well for him. Fuck it, he doesn't care anymore. What else is he
Great.
gonna do?
Love that for me.
For the rest of combat, actually, it's a fair point. For the rest of this combat, Poe, Lo, Kika, and Wittek. Every time you attack, roll a d6. Add it to your attack and damage. As all your weapons have a moon-like sheen
That
to them.
changes my math.
Weapons?
Your fingers- your fingernails are
Trying his
glowing.
best. He's trying to help. He doesn't know
fing-
your
no,
individual
no.
skills.
No, suddenly I just got an image of Lo with tiny little white socks on their hooves. That's all.
No. Tiny little white nails. Tiny little, like, sheens on them. Like someone's just done, like, a white nail gloss over just, like, the fingers of the bang
Sorry.
bangs.
Oh shit, I have to do math. Fuck. That makes sharpshooter worth doing.
Because you can roll a
The
6, and if
chances
you roll a
of
6,
my
it's...
negative cancelling out is pretty high.
Yeah.
It's a 1
I'll
in 3
do the
chance.
first one without
Sharpshooter.
sorry.
Yeah. See how it goes.
I'll just go for Grast if that seems to be
Cool.
what the moon thinks is paramount. I'll do the first one sharpshooter to see what happens. That's funny.
There it is. There it is.
So that's 4d8 in addition.
So that would be double that, so an extra 14.
14. Okay. That is 26, 35, 42. What is it with you guys rolling above 30 on damage? The fuck? Oh.
Because
Roll another 2d6, because it's also on your damage dice as well. It is attack and damage, you get to roll an extra d6 on.
And because
Oh.
you crit, the dice is doubled because crits double all the dice.
Right, yeah, that took me a second. An extra 10.
Nice.
10, 10,
Same
15,
number twice, that's actually perfect.
30, 40, 52.
That's my first attack. Oh, +1.
Disgusting.
Second attack. Oh, sharpshooter again. That's positive reinforcement.
Roll a d6.
6.
Yes.
That hits.
Thank you, Moon.
And another d6 for damage.
Extra 5.
And another d6.
Doesn't the 6 just apply?
It's just, no, it's 2
Oh,
hits.
roll it again.
And
One for the hit, one for the damage.
Another 6.
Oh
Fuck
my
you.
god, Carlos.
so
there are other numbers.
21,
No, they're not.
21, 11, 32.
Oh, I should have done this to start. Ah, well. Hex.
Yeah, you hex him now. Okay. You have 5 bolts in him, which if they detonate will do 10d8. Am I mistaken in that? No, you don't. You don't. You have 3. You have
I
3.
have 2 bolts in him.
You hit 1 on your very first turn with this effect on. You hit him,
Oh,
miss once,
yes.
you hit it once. So that's 1. And these 2 in addition, so you have 3 in them. That's 68 in addition you would do whenever you choose to set it
Whenever.
off. That's your turn.
He has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. Any athletic checks he tries to do.
In case anyone wants to do a grapple scenario.
This works because he was about to do nasty shit to Kairk. Right. At that point, it is 10 o'clock. We're taking a break.
Yes, good idea.
Oh, I made tea while you were doing that turn.
We don't all have Uber wireless headphones.
Soz.
You gotta sit here now while we all leave.
I'm gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Fuck you.
We'll see
Yeah,
you in a
I'm
bit,
with you.
guys. So, we're back.
Welcome back. So then, we return to the top of initiative. Grast has been heavily assaulted, wounded, and damaged throughout this fight. And the other minions, the other variants of Grast are still here present. Variant is actually not a term. This one is going to move to here. That one is not one, so it's not. That one, other one is dead. So,
They're
they're actually
playing chess or checkers.
not quite. The two that are there have flanking on Kika, so they're going to take it and try to go for you.
Ah, shit.
They're using a spear.
Actually, as a reaction, I'm going to cause one of them to not have advantage.
Oh, you have your balancing the odds.
Restore balance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even now.
Cool. So I'll say that's the one closest to you that you literally just like grab him and just like twist him back to face you, kind of thing. Good.
Just a very quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kika still invisible? You remain
Yeah, I've
invisible
not had my-
until the start of your next turn,
Until
or
the
you
start of
attack or
your next
cast
turn.
a spell.
Okay. So fair point. Widdick, they're going for you.
They don't see me.
Well, still, but one of them's not going to have advantage.
I'm sorry, Widdick. Fuck you.
That's
So I'm
fine.
gonna say
I feel really bad, but I would definitely much prefer they hit you. I'm not looking the greatest.
so. Good news is the one without advantage. The first one they made is a 1. The second one was a 23, however. And then for the one with advantage, and okay. These are non-magical attacks, but it is 9 piercing and 3 fire to begin with.
What were the hits?
It's a 23, 22, and 23.
Okay.
So that's a 9 plus 3. So do you have resistance to fire at all? I have to check with you because I never know.
He's actually an Iron Golem. He heals from fire damage.
Not yet. Not yet. That's an
no.
upgrade.
I just have.
Cool. So that is 12 points of damage, and then you get
Okay.
15 points of damage, and then 8 points of damage. So that's
35.
they just like wail on you, and that's their turn. How you looking? You're a paladin.
I'm fine.
Are you on single digits? I can go check your stats, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm fine.
You probably still have more health than me.
Probably. Speaking of Kika,
Hi. Yeah, well, because it's my turn now, my invisibility will disappear, so we'll repeat our strategy earlier that went so well. My little familiar will fly, he can fly half the way and then poof the rest of the way.
just checked with it.
And the pair of them start attacking again in sync on this one.
Cool, you have advantage.
Toggle on advantage.
Those are hits. And those are hits.
You get a plus d6.
You are. That is for these ones. Roll plus d6. Your second one will miss no matter what. So roll it for your first one. You need a 3, 4, or
I roll a
5.
6.
Cool.
Nice.
So
The moon giving
your
us the 6s.
roll a d6 again. That's for the damage. So that is 4. Nice.
The
So
moon's
speaking-
so excited to help. The moon's wanted to help every fight.
41. The top 3 and then the 4, right?
Yes.
41.
12. 7.
No. 39.
37. 41.
I was right. I doubt myself.
41. Very nice.
This is
Very
why
solid.
I use the miracle of a calculator.
Yes, but I can do it, so it makes me feel it's the only thing I feel smart doing. So let me do it.
It was my
I
one
can't.
good subject at school. Let me have this.
We need to do one of those alignment charts with how you calculate taking damage in D&D, because I do it by searching it on Google.
Oh, you
Just
just
choose a
Google
calculator.
100 minus. that's something else. I'll do
Chaotic
that.
evil.
I can't
No,
unlearn
chaotic
that.
evil is I count the dots on my dice.
I sometimes do that if they're short enough dice.
Short enough dice.
Short dice.
That's going in the book.
Short enough dice.
Okay. For Grass's turn,
We've got another one, but times worth of distance.
Okay, we're back in the room. Come on.
How tall is your dice?
How deep is your love?
okay, it's Grass's turn.
We're losing it, sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, you are. You absolutely are, and I'm
It's-
falling down there with you.
It's getting late, okay?
We got
Um,
We're embracing the reality of death.
Grass is going to, on his turn, use his action to become a egotistical, self-serving bastard. You
Become?
become the only one. As he turns, looking at the other grass, and you can just see he just begins inhaling just this thing, and as you can see from a distance, wisps of energy just begin pulling from them as he siphons life from the remaining grass.
Pulling a hawk manor hard, okay. Who didn't limit break 3? The lady.
Jesus Christ.
We were trying to take them out.
To be fair, I gave up. That's on me.
Okay, so he, for the sake of it, you can tell that all those guys seem to be doing much worse now, all the other variants of him, and he has restored a portion of energy to himself on his action.
This
On
one's
his
still
bonus action,
standing?
barely. Bear in mind, the one down below got blighted before you did 50 plus points of damage to it.
True.
And got like 1 or 2 small pucks up on it as well.
Yeah, but I know he got Eldritch blasted before, so...
Grass's bonus action, he's going to attempt to cast a spell. He is out of sorcery points to protect himself with.
He's trying to cast a spell.
Right.
Am I within 30 feet? That's the question.
Are you within 30 feet?
I think you are.
Yeah,
Yes.
well within.
Just
All right, counter spell.
okay. You counterspell greater invisibility again.
Yes.
That is your turn. Wittick.
Loving these counter spells. Keep them up.
Now, what level do you do it actually? Because it's a level above, so you'd have to roll to do this.
I was gonna do it at level 4.
Okay. So you use a 4th level for it.
Yeah.
I know it's difficult, guys. There's a lot going on. Please remember to call out what you're casting it at.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Still bust it. You're fine. Wittick, it's your turn. The one between you and Kika looks much worse for wear.
Smart play would actually be to heal myself, but fuck it.
We left behind smart plays a long time ago.
If you're
Is that
attacking...
on the one?
Yeah, you get advantage from flanking if you're attacking that dude.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Just roll once more straight. Am I correct? It
Don't
was...
you get plus D6?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you,
Yeah, you
you
get
were
it as
moon
well.
affected too. 18. You're 1 off.
I'll attack him again.
This time with advantage. That hit.
Yeah.
Hey.
That hits. That hits. That hits. That hits.
Okay, so then I'm not busting anything into this, but it is an additional. Is he a fiend?
Yes.
So an additional 36.
And the d6 from the moon.
You've already got that slashing inputted there, which is that
okay, cool.
3d6 you have there.
And then another
And
d6.
from the moon, correct.
Another
I will
4.
say this, you didn't need the extra d6.
I figured, but
Oh, why make him roll
No,
it?
I only just glanced at it again.
Oh.
You had just enough. So here's what I'm going to say. As you're striking it down, your normal energy is enough. There's a surplus of energy there in yourself. You are barely holding on. That energy from your weapon shoots. You heal for 4.
We love to see it.
Good shit, good shit.
Yeah, that's sustain.
Sorry, Widdick, was there anything you want to do in your bonus action?
bonus action.
Bonus action.
No, because I don't really have anything bonus action other than I could ready a smite because I don't have anything now. Actually, yeah, I will prepare a wrathful smite.
Some possum bonus action. It's concentrated on. You're there, like sparks and a bit of like oil and leakage of liquid and sustaining stuff are there. Just hold the weapon and just like clench it in your focus, trying to bring some constants into you. Like there's like steam and exhaust like taking off you like a tank that's running on fumes. Awesome. At the end of your turn, he's going to do 2 legendary actions. He's going to move. Let's see. He's going to move to here.
Is this technically a spell? Oh, I haven't got a reaction, don't worry. Ignore me.
No, this is not a spell. He is shifting. The wave of sorrow comes, and he gets ready again in an arc.
Okay.
Always
He gets an attack of opportunity from Kayak and
No, he does
Varus.
not.
Yeah.
They
He moves without provoking attack. Basically, it's like he pops, like he misty steps almost.
But
Lape.
does he doesn't have fucking spell mage
Mage Slayer.
slayer?
Does Chaotic have Mage Slayer?
Don't believe so.
This
Okay.
isn't a.
That's
This
what
is
Kay
the
was
end
trying to
spell.
say.
Sorry, no. Unfortunately, this is not a spell.
Does he have Luke
Um,
Skywalker's lightsaber?
Which way is he facing? Or
He
is
is
it not?
facing Low, Poe, and King. The really good support, and the 2 that have been very, very, very annoying. No, King's not been. King just exists.
I told a pun when I walked into the room. Are you sure I'm not annoying?
Yeah.
So wait, which way is he facing it?
He's facing
Oh.
at Low, Poe, and King.
Oh, okay.
That way.
Renara, it is your turn. Low, don't you have a thing that lets you make people move? Is that on a reaction or is that your bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, cool.
Renara's go. She can do some things.
No,
That's
wait,
definitely not
Let me
Renara.
check. Actually, that's a fair point.
I think it's your bonus, though.
I think it's one of those abilities that is like a bonus action to do, but it gives other people reactions.
Yeah, it lets other people use their reaction to move their movement speed.
Yeah, it is a bonus action.
That's fine. Because whether or not he knows you have it is irrelevant. He's not... He's going for kill blows. He's trying to sweep as much of you down as he can. And he's trying to survive. In fairness, you at least know who's going to get hit. Because otherwise he'd be invisible. And this would be an advantage, which means that he can crit with the fucker. He can't crit when he does these strikes.
I'm gonna 3rd level. Sorry, it's my turn, right? Sorry.
Yes, sorry, Runar, it is your turn, correct?
3rd level Aura of Vitality.
Or
I'm a human
Vitality... Oh, you get to do that as a cleric?
Yep. 3rd level spell, Aura of Vitality. Healing energy radiates from you in aura around 30 foot. As a bonus action, I can go pure 2d6 hit points.
Yes, very useful. It has to be someone within 30 feet of you, doesn't it?
Yeah, let me just smash that on here.
I just watched a episode of CR where it's like that's clearly been added to the cleric list, And
Yes.
both
Yeah, it was in like
Jester
the
and
additional.
Caduceus looked at it and said, "Where the fuck did you get that?" Because they
That
were.
would have been so useful. I know what episode it's on. You're
I'm just past that episode. I
15
think I'm
foot
past
to
it by
there.
2, actually.
I'm like 26.
Yeah, you're leagues ahead of me. I'm not even gonna
Bonus
try.
action. I'm gonna throw 2d6 to Posey.
Cool.
Thank you.
That's 10.
I keep getting hit for 10. Hit for 10.
Just
And I'm gonna move
over.
my other 15 foot to there,
So you're not in the cleave.
and he takes 4 points of radiant damage for being within 10 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Nice.
turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I swear, he's rolling ones on the d4, which means it's only one turn. He has
Use
to
my
wait before he does
reaction.
the strike.
To try and
But
disadvantage it.
obviously taking damage though, that interrupts him, like an interpose would do in final.
Do you want me to turn around and hit you?
No.
You can't interpose that Ilbert, to be fair.
No, you can't.
Dash, I'm gonna Warden Flare and try and impose
Awesome.
disadvantage.
Okay. 25 to hit.
That would hit Widdick.
The good news is the other one would have counted as, because basically I'm treating it like I'm rolling twice to make it fair. I'm rolling and
Quite a roll
even.
damage.
Okay. My damage is already rolled. It is 33 damage total.
Ouch.
So that is to Low,
For that 10, that would have been
Poe,
it.
and King.
I am a healer.
Yeah, I'm down. No, hang
Low,
on. 30,
33.
33. Okay.
How close are you?
Very close. I'm on single digit.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
No, yeah, carry on.
grassed. You walked in his house, start fucking him up. Renara, that's your turn. That's his move. One legendary action left this round. Shadow Demon. Kika, you've had your turn, so now you're visible again.
Yeah.
Gonna go there. And he's gonna swipe at you.
Mhm.
Only an 11. He misses.
He misses. Oh, thank God.
Okay. That is his turn. Take Varus.
My message can wait until after Varus' turn. Okay?
No, I looked at it, don't worry. Varus is concentrating, so I don't want to not concentrate.
Because if
Yeah,
you
you
do
do
drop
take
haste
turn.
and that stuns you, you lose a turn.
I need to make a more favorable target. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to this side of him,
Mm-hmm.
like there, full move. That's like, of like 5 foot left, basically full movement.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all my attack spells are trash. Technically, I'll do a firebolt on. No, there's no point. I might as well do actual attacks. It'll be more dice.
Yeah.
Right. How much does a
Yep, you are
firebolt do?
correct. It's
At
one
this
attack
level?
roll, and it'll be. I think,
It's 3d10.
You'll do more damage with
I think it's
melee.
4 or 5d8.
No, it's free. Firebolt.
Yeah.
It's 3d10. So technically, my 2 swings would be 2d10.
It's basically, do you want to do
More
like
damage, but only 1 chance to hit.
correct?
So
In
I'm not gonna
fairness,
do
though,
that.
as well, you can crit on any one of your 3 attacks.
Exactly. That's
It's a fair point as well. He knows you're a simulacrum, so he's not going to aim at you.
fine.
Can't reap
That's
you.
fine. I can't heal. So. Oh, actually, won't be a lot. No, he wouldn't have brought them with him. I've got potions written down that were from the old bag
They
of
were from
holding.
Varus. They were from Varus. You wouldn't have
No,
those.
but no, they were on the old bag of holding, and they were like items that are in the house when they got to the house. He wouldn't have brought them with him.
No, you wouldn't have brought everything with you.
this. I can't do that. Unless I just no, I can heal if he goes down. I'm gonna just take 3 swings. I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Straight rolls. May the odds be in your favor.
I have programmed it, so it should just be this. The
Make an
damage
attack,
is the damage programmed.
roll.
This should just be it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing just the one.
First one hits. That is
So it's
11.
Plus the 5 from blazing.
Nice. That is 16. Nice, man. Nice. We'll take
When
that.
did I write that in there? I'm so smart.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Technically I've got a bonus action, but I can't do shit with it. I will stay where I am.
Cool. As it is the end of your turn, he's going to use his last legendary action. He's going to make a swing at you.
Okay.
Just because you're within melee, and he's nothing else he wants to use it on, so he's just going to swing at you. 16.
Miss.
Cool. Why the fuck can't you roll that when you're trying to sweep the party, you bastard?
That's why I'm at 22 right now. No. Yeah. I don't
Here.
know.
Because the ceiling is nice and open, he has plenty of room, so he can do a helpful little hop in that he can fly here, do some attacks, and then fly over to the other side, so he's not going to get hit.
Yeah, cool. So you can make your attacks flanking.
Need those.
Yes.
38?
Angry.
38. 53. 66.
It is angry.
Thank God he siphoned off the other ones. Jesus. At that point, you guys watch as Carrick's there, and Grass looks and begins like preparing to levy the sword towards Kika. And as he does, he looks up and prepares to like bring the sword. And there's a freeze frame where the sword's getting up to strike, to aim straight as the dragon's claws and wings are coming down, center pointing. Carrick sweeps it with the claw and rips down, and then bites into the shoulder and claws, and rips the arm off.
Yes.
Sword. The sword flies and spins before it evaporates and reanimates in his other arm. But Kairk does rip his arm.
Yes. That's my boy.
Half blinds cloth and rips off Grass's arms. Kairk, you animal. Suddenly it makes sense how you did that. These rolls. Lo, it is your go.
Right, I am very conflicted right now because I'm on single digit.
I will say Grass.
Oh, I
looks
thought you were
rough.
down.
No.
I was very nearly down.
That changes things. Okay, disregard what I said.
I always do.
Thank you, Kohila.
So
What?
I can
We
either
get things done in raids.
I can either heal myself or I can actually try and do a little bit of burst damage. I'm throwing it to everybody else because my brain is just deciding to fail me.
We have foul saves if you go down.
Yes.
The
Right.
fact it's got an arm off makes me think we're getting
Low
him
health.
to a decent amount of health that we can get him down. So I think all damage is good damage because he's got no legendary actions right now.
Without a legendary actions.
So
And there's 4 people still going, or
so
2 people still going before
if
him.
you do as much damage, if King does as much damage, and Posey explodes the crossbow bolts, that
Yeah.
might be it.
I suppose you could ask yourself how much could you heal yourself, because he's doing like 20s and 30s worth of damage, so if you can't heal
Yeah.
yourself that much, you'll
And-
get knocked down regardless.
Yeah, and Runara
that's the
can
thing.
give you 2d8 as a bonus action. on
Yeah,
her
I can just go
Yeah.
bang, have a little. So if you do go down, I can bring you back up on my turn.
Yeah. Because what I may do is what I may do is try a bit of psychological manipulation to a certain degree.
He has made a lot of saves. He has only lost 1 legendary resistance to my knowledge. Just to say, if you're going to try and do some mental shit.
It might
Damage
be just
may be
it
better.
might be just better to do raw damage at this point.
And that's partly what I'm thinking, which is where my brain was trying to go.
Whatever you can do it quick.
I'm
Yeah.
going to put you on a timer.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna use a bonus action to use my Mantle of Inspiration targeting King, Posey, and I believe Kika is within
60?
that.
Absolutely.
As well as myself. And I believe that'll be additional 5 HP onto myself as well as everyone I've mentioned.
Yes.
Temp, 5 temp, which is a lot at the moment.
Actually, wait a minute.
What level
That will
are you
be
in
8.
class?
That'll
Eight,
be
gotcha.
8. That's what I was just about to say, Kay.
Yeah.
And in that moment, you have doubled my hit point.
Nice.
Because then
That's your bonus
now-
action. You have an action.
You can now move.
Yeah,
your
but
action.
I can use my reaction to move, yes?
You can, correct.
To the full extent of my movement.
Good. So
The
can
bit that
everyone else,
I was going to say is, do I still have my movement on top of
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct,
that? Which
correct,
technically means I've got 60.
Correct.
So with 60, I can get down to. Sorry.
With
Get
60
down,
feet.
get
Goodbye.
down.
Farewell.
Lil, show me again where you're going to move to, if you don't mind, please.
His move. It was like.
Okay. Lo, you have something hilarious to do. Make a strength check.
Wait a minute. I didn't actually confirm that though. Because I would immediately. Yes, but I've done that before, and I've said, "Hang on, wait." So, because I realized where I was moving to, please forgive me. My brain is not working 100%.
You can move there. It's fine to move there.
Instead, I'm going to move to here. And then as my main action, I'm going to... do I still have a spell?
Yeah. You can still do it. You've not cast a spell this turn, so.
Right.
Yeah, but it's probably not good for me to try and use a save on grasp, so I'm just going
Unless it can guarantee damage, so like you're probably better off just taking a shot, honey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm probably going to pew pew with plus. I'm sorry. I'm going to pew pew, but that'll be with an additional d6.
Correct. D6 to attack and D6 to damage.
Oh, very nice.
So roll it 3 times.
Isn't it twice?
It's twice at this level, isn't it?
It's twice.
Oh, it's twice.
That's
One,
sorry, I'll start first.
2.
Okay, second one's a miss. First one, roll a D6 to hit. Miss. The other ones, the weak, smaller ones, are at the 19. Okay, so you blast them out. You're in a panic. You're rushing. You look against the side of the wall and blast them out. And you miss. That's your turn. King, you're up.
I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at 3rd level.
Everybody who got the temp HP can also move, correct?
Yes.
Using their reaction, yes. And it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Correct. 20, so it just hits, and now it's a Constitution saving throw for him. Wow, he fails it. So he's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed it. So he doesn't take 23, so he only takes 11. And it's not poisoned. Oh wait, no, he's right point, let me check. Actually, no. Sorry, King. He doesn't use a legendary resistance. He's immune to poison.
Ah, bugger.
Dang it.
Sorry,
We
bud.
learned too late.
We've learned 20 turns into the fight.
It happens all the time. Poison's shocking.
You're never too close to death to learn.
Posey, you have a reaction of movement to use if you need it, because I said Kika, Posey,
I'm
King,
aware,
and myself.
I'm not using it.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's okay.
so we go.
That's my turn done.
Great.
Yeah, well.
2 attacks, sharpshooter. Yeah, because why not?
You have
Is it-
3 bolts in him at present.
Is it your reaction to explode the bolts?
It's my bonus action.
Bonus action.
I just
okay.
checked.
I was wondering if that's why you were doing that, so.
Nat 20.
Oh, again. We love to see it.
So I
What's
roll
that
an
all of us?
extra 2d6 and then extra 2d6 from Hex. So an extra 4d6.
Yes.
Yes, it stacks.
Yes.
2d6 from the moon. I nearly said their name. And then 2d4. then the hex. As well.
Yeah.
So two
So
dice
40.
from the-
46.
Yes. Yeah. And then you do the holy weapon damage on top of that.
Oh, yeah. So just double this.
Correct.
So 26 on top of that.
Oh, disgusting.
26.
6.
Okay.
Do you
let
want me to
look
keep
this up.
rolling?
No, I need to
Okay,
check.
do math.
30, 40.
66.
Yeah, he's going to do it. Okay. I'm going to attempt, with the character who's not seen,
Okay.
to attempt to make you miss.
Okay. You got silvery barbs on this motherfucker? Let's go.
No. You can just see a bead on the, like, as you're aiming your bolt, you can just see a bead of red on it that you just trail across, and you can see that it's going from a corner where a certain gift does not
Okay.
want you to take this shot.
Yeah. Motherfucker. Okay, let's go. Guys, if he hits me, I die.
You good.
What's your AC?
14.
The moon is going to decide. And with the 4, what would have been a total of 16 goes down to 12. As the
Oh,
moon strikes a beam of light, blinding into the eyes down where that bead is. The shot is not blocked. Posey, how do you want to do this?
Blood Hunter dream!
the Blood Hunter.
Even though I didn't actually use it, I'm gonna flavor it this way because who cares? He's dead.
Yep.
I think throughout the fight, even though it has been a blind panic on the player's side from start to finish, Pox's motivation coming into this fight was that I got these people into this shit, and I'm the only one who's doing okay, so I have to get them out of it now. So she has been in, like, a state of Blood Hunter calm she has not been in since he was Prosper. Of just, like, complete calculation. I know what a fiend is. I know what a demon is. And I can deal with those things on just, like, a black and white biological level. So I think throughout this fight as she's been running around, they've just been putting bolts in key spots that they know, like, demons that are descended from Grast are weak to, in like a gap in tendons, in between 2 ribs, even though they might not have seemed like big shots at the time, have just sort of slowly built up. And I think she kind of looks around, takes a breath, and like is like looks around at everyone, catches that everyone's still up, and shoots so that the bolt that's in like the back of the shoulder blade, like two of them like scrape past each other like flint, and it ignites the one bolt and starts like a chain reaction of just.
Like a fucking Robin Hood bolt shot.
Yeah.
You fire it off, it goes off, and you can just see for a brief minute a bullet, like a laser bullet, just barely pass by the bolt as a second attempt to block it is failing. Strikes into the shoulder. As the entire left arm, where the sword is, as the sword is getting reamed up to strike towards your friends again, gets detonated off. And this time the sword gets tried to be pulled back as he tries to grow an arm out onto the other side, but already there's a bolt from there detonating, and that shit, and that side, rather than trying to regenerate, shatters away, blows away at the sides. You blow away at like down at the hip and by the side. It blows, making him fall down to the side onto the knee. You're taking him down bit by bit by bit. You're bringing him down. He's down, bloodied, destroyed, distraught, looking up. Just stares at the moon. And just white pours from his eyes as his entire body turns to marble. Grast is dead.
Oh no.
And at that point, a shard of a crown, which was invisible on his head, plucks off. Floats in the air. And is now floating above Poe's head. That's where we're going to end the session.
Boy.
As the other Pseudograst is destroyed.
That was a fight and a half.
That was a very interesting encounter with very interesting ramifications going forward. Thank you all so very much for watching, if indeed you still are. And we hope to see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good
We get a level?
night. Bye.
Hey, do we level
Do we
up?
level up?
Hit with all.
I was holding back, guys.